Good evening, I'm Merrick Green. Coming up this evening on U News at 6, the RCMP calling another native guest to negotiate with rebels at Gustafson Lake. And a brutal knife attack by young offenders in Maple Ridge. Also this evening, thousands show up as GM Place holds its first major event. Joe Leary says what you see outside pales in comparison with what's to come, and John Shorthouse covers today's sports action. Stay with us. U News is just ahead.
Hi, and welcome to your town. I'm Mark Dreesen. You wouldn't know it from the weather, but September is here. Everybody's back to school, back to work, back to the regular routine. Well, we decided to come up to the campus here at BCIT as they're celebrating Shine-A-Rama and Sword Days, and we're going to talk to a couple of guys from the Students Association to find out about those events. Also on this week's show, some fall classics around Vancouver. The International Film Festival kicks off. The Terry Fox Run is coming up, and also the AIDS Walk. We'll find out about all those events, that, and some movie passes to give away, too. All on this week's edition of Your Town. One of the things you'll notice here on the campus of BCIT is the brand new Student Center, brand spanking, shining new. After the term, it may not be so shining, but they'll keep it that way anyway. Jim Patterson is here from the Student Association, also Frank
Bufoco.
Frank Bufoco, and Jim runs Shine-A-Rama here every year up at BCIT, and this year a success, just like last year.
Actually, Mark, I just run it this year. Every year we have a new Shine-A-Rama coordinator. It's going to be a big success this year.
But you've been involved with it in past years.
Yeah, last year I volunteered, and it just involves students from all over Canada getting involved. It's a nationwide campaign. But at BCIT, we get them here. We get them a free breakfast. We send them downtown, and the students will shine shoes next Wednesday, the 20th. And what they'll do is they'll shine shoes for cystic fibrosis donations, and they come back here for a big party at the Elephant and Campus Pub.
Right. Nice way too, especially with the start of the new year and everything else. It's a great way to get everybody off on the right foot for the year.
Definitely, and the weather is cooperating. Thank you very much, Mark.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Take credit where you can. That's what I do as well. Now, you and Frank are also teamed up with what's called SOAR Days.
Yes.
Not S-O-R-E, but S-O-A-R, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, SOAR stands for Shine-A-Rama. It stands for Shine-A-Rama Orientation, Athletics, and Recreation.
Okay.
And we're trying to get people to come to school, to BCIT, not only to get an education, but also to get involved in committees and get involved in stuff out there.
Get involved in campus life and everything else.
Exactly, because as you know, the more that you get involved, the more that you're going to succeed, and hopefully everybody will succeed.
That's right.
And have a good time.
Of course, still going to classes and everything else. Right?
Oh, yeah, you got to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, Shine-A-Rama, for people who don't know, you send the students down, they get their shoes shined and everything else, and then all the money goes to cystic fibrosis.
Exactly, yeah. And last year, BCIT raised $20,000, and I think we've raised over $300,000 since we started. And we're so close to a cure that any dollars that we get this year will be right into research, and closer we are. And I don't want anybody to get alarmed, but I over-ordered on my T-shirts, and if you want to come down and pick some up, that'd be excellent, because we're really desperate to sell them.
Sounds like another successful campaign.
Yeah, I hope so, and it'll come down to next Wednesday if we get the volunteers out, because each volunteer usually raises about $50 each for cystic fibrosis research.
Any student wants to know more information about SOAR Days, they can drop by the student center here?
Just come inside the new beautiful building. You'll see it all. Yeah. And also, we'd also like to thank you for coming down.
Thank you very much.
Enjoying the weather with us,
and
coming over for a burger after.
Nothing I like better than absorbing more UV rays on my head, but no, I'm glad it worked out for you.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Frank.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Thanks for the sun.
No problem.
A big thank you goes out to Vancouver's yachting community and everybody who took part in this year's Heineken Cup. Over $230,000 was raised for BC's children with disabilities. Thank you, and we'll see you next year.
People have got to realize that good things and bad things happen in the world, and we all got to try and do our best to make things as good as possible, even when we have bad, and cancer is a disease right now that is affecting a lot of people, and we can all do our part. And Terry Fox is somebody to try his hardest, and even though I died of cancer, my spirit didn't die, and I kept trying. And
it's hard to believe that journey took place so long ago, and back in 1980 it all started, and of course this is what has come of it too. The name of Terry Fox lives on. Here's a fellow you should know, Fred Fox, who now heads up the Terry Fox Foundation. I know when you're watching this it might be kind of difficult for you to watch too, but is it also does it amaze you that about the impact that Terry had? Did you ever think it would be this huge?
I think that's the key there. Is I don't think anybody would have ever thought 15 years ago that we'd be here 15 years later talking about the Terry Fox Run. This will be the 15th annual, and it gets bigger, and more money is raised for cancer research every year.
Do you have an approximate figure how much has been raised over those past 15 years?
Since 1980, and when Terry ran his Marathon of Hope, $150 million has been raised since 1980. Yeah.
And we're at, the advances that we're gaining in cancer research and in treating cancer, too, have been phenomenal, and I'm sure the amount of money raised had something to do with that, too.
Definitely. The Terry Fox Runs are now responsible for 20% of all cancer research, probably a little bit more than 20% of all cancer research that's done in Canada now. For the Terry Fox Run, obviously that research wouldn't be available to the scientists now.
Do you see that the amount of participants increase every year still?
Every year. Every year the participants increase. Terry's story it becomes more aware to other people every year. People are bringing a family friend out, a friend, more people every year.
Right. So we're standing, by the way, too, at the BC Sports Hall of Fame in a wing in a room dedicated to Terry and all that he collected over the time. Are you still amazed when you see all this?
Definitely. This is a great display, and I don't think a lot of people know about this. I tell a lot of people who are new to the Vancouver area or ask about where can I find out more about Terry. I mention to people, come down to the Sports Hall of Fame. It's an ideal place.
Right. Okay. The Terry Fox Run, of course, happens throughout Greater Vancouver. There's a run in Vancouver and Burnaby. Of course, Terry's hometown of Port Coquitlam.
Exactly. Yeah, we've had a number of events, and if anybody needs any more information of where to participate, our local number is 464-2666. We also have the 1-800 number at 665-8369.
No, I've got cancer in my lungs, and we got to go home and try and get some more treatment. But all I can say is that if there's any way I can get out there again and finish it, I will.
Here are the Shinorama celebrations. Our two former Canucks. We've got Bob Murray here and Chris Olofsson, and you guys are involved with other projects now. Bob, you're in the insurance, right?
Yes, we're in the employee benefits end of the insurance business.
Okay, and you're a real estate mogul now?
Well, I like to think so, or yes, on the North Shore with Sussex Realty.
You guys still, do a lot of work in the community, too. You play not only play with the alumni hockey team, but you come out and support events like this, which is really good.
Well, part of the alumni organization through the Vancouver Canucks is to support various charity organizations. Just with our team, we play probably a dozen games throughout the province of British Columbia, and again support activities such as the Shinorama thing here.
That's right. Well, during your playing days too. And by the way, is that your old sweater on the net there?
We're hoping they're going to miss it. The idea is not to hit the sweater; they hit the hole.
Right. What's been the one sort of constant that you find with not only hockey fans but people here in the Lower Mainland and coming out and supporting things like this?
Well, there's enough Canuck fans around and hockey fans, and there's enough people that want to play hockey and that can't get to games. And when we take our game out into the, whether it be Port Hardy or Prince George, there's lots of support. People want to galvanize around the game of hockey and support a charity. And as the Canuck alumni, we don't go there as a freebie. We go there as a fundraiser, and although we don't get paid for our activities, it's the cause of the community that we're after.
Oh, that's good. Well, we want to see if you guys lost any zip on your shot here. I want to see if we can get you lined up and take up. Can we get these guys lined up and take a couple of shots here? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, Bob. Oh! You're closer than I would get, Bob. Okay. Okay. Oh! All right.
Now that's pressure. That's pressure.
That's pressure. I think Rick Lee, I hope you're taking note, in case you need an old pro to show you how. Guys, thanks a lot. Thanks for coming out here. Okay, we'll be back with more of Your Town right after this. You think I'm going to take a shot? No, not after that.
All right. Nice try.
Choosing your first new home is an exciting and emotional experience with so many things to consider. Because this is one of the biggest decisions of a lifetime, it's important to insist your builder is registered with New Home Warranty. So before you sign, stop. Call New Home Warranty for the enrollment number of your home and a complimentary brochure. And remember to ask your builder about the benefits of 10-year gold coverage. After all, it is your dream home. At New Home Warranty, protection is our promise.
Gee, I guess there is intelligent life out there.
Right then, what two BC lottery games go together like?
Bacon and eggs.
Birds and bees. Stop it! Is it Caesar and salad? The answer, P649, BC49, double play. One ticket, 6 numbers, good for both games. $1.50. Double play, get it together.
Well, the most impressive thing about the computer department at London Drugs is their knowledgeable staff. Bill was so intent on making sure I had all the information possible so I could make an informed purchase decision. While at the other places, I just felt like the salesmen were trying to make the biggest sale. At London Drugs, they didn't seem quite so concerned with making a sale as they were with making sure I'd be satisfied. Well, London Drugs guaranteed me they'd beat anybody's price, and they did. We got the lowest price, and that's a great feeling.
Now, 1995 is a very unique year because it is the 100th birthday of filmmaking.
Welcome back to your town. Among the many films that are a must-see at this year's Vancouver International Film Festival is John Candy's last motion picture, Canadian Bacon.
There's a time to think, and there's a time to act. And this, gentlemen, is no time to think.
The 14th Vancouver International Film Festival is all set to begin, and here with me is one of the better hairstyles in Vancouver. Of course, it's also Ian Cadell. And Ian, this is the International Film Festival. It truly has an international flavor this year, doesn't it?
It does. This year, for the first time, we actually have 60 international guests here. I think the best we did was in our anniversary year, 1991, with about 40 international guests. And we have them from about 55 different films. We have 40 different countries represented, and I believe about 25 countries represented in the guests who are here.
So there's a sleeper.
So lucky here, no 9.
See, there's a whole lot of people making a whole lot of correlations between Measure 9 and trying to pass laws like that, and because they did a whole lot of passing laws like that in Germany before they ever ended up in the concentration camps.
I can see how they could, like, Nazi people probably say, like, they're not like us, I'm gonna get them, because that's where I feel with fags. Okay. I'm like, they're not like us.
There are films that people who like Hollywood films will enjoy here. There always are. When you have as many films as we have, over 225 films, you're going to have films for everyone, and that's the whole point of it. It's only a movie, don't be afraid of it. Just because it's a film festival, my mom always used to say that, don't be afraid of it, it's only a movie. And it is only a movie. It's just told in somebody else's language, somebody else's story. It might be in subtitles, but it's still enjoyable for everyone.
I'm just a regular sort of fan of the movies. I'm a regular film buff. And I'm confronted, which 6 cinemas do I go to? How do I approach this thing? I mean, there's so many films to look at over the space of, a couple of weeks.
Well, we have a program, and we currently have a program that Viacom helped us produce that we have 15,000 copies out all over the Lower Mainland. We'll have another glossy program that will be the theaters, bookstores, various venues, and you can look at the films and figure out which ones you want to go to. And the theaters, it's a mostly downtown festival. We have the Caprice Theater, which is on Granville Street. We also have the Vancouver Centre 1 and 2, which of course most people are used to going to Famous Players Theatres at. We have Robson Square Media Centre, we have the Cinematheque, and we have the Ridge, which we've had, of course, since the beginning of time.
Tranquilo, patotas.
Another event that you have tied in with the festival is the Film and Television Forum, is that right?
The Trade Forum is now in its 10th year, and I think this year is the biggest year that we've ever had. There are about, I believe, about over 100 guests that are coming to the Trade Forum, and we will speak to the local filmmakers. We have New Filmmakers Day. We have Multimedia Day as well. And that's another thing that we stress. We are a local film festival. We want to help improve the local filmmaking community, and this is one way of doing it.
These Canadians suffer from a serious inferiority complex. That's why they built this. Canadian National Tower, world's tallest freestanding structure. Our scientists can't figure out its purpose. Now, but theirs can't either. Canadians are always dreaming up a lot of ways to ruin our lives. The metric system, for the love of God. Celsius, Neil Young.
There are numerous films being shown at this year's festival from various genres. Dragons and Tigers features cinema from East Asia. Canadian Images has over 50 new features and shorts from across Canada. Non-fiction features of 1995 has an expanded program this year of some 25 documentary films exploring political, ethnical, or biographical themes. Walk on the Wild Side, a midnight series devoted to lovers of extreme cinema. Cinema of Our Time has the best new films from over 20 countries. The Best of Britain presents 15 key features from the past year. And finally, Centenary of Cinema Celebration showcases the 100th anniversary of Public Film Exhibition. And there's more. Just call the Film Festival information line at 685-0260.
Now, last time I encountered the Vancouver 86ers, nearly creamy in the net at BC Place, but you're not doing it this time, right?
No,
You're giving me a chance to kick now.
We'll give you a chance for the ball, 3 out of 3, and you get to take the ball home.
3 out of 3, and I take the ball home?
We've had people here all day winning tickets all day long, and they've been doing a great job.
Okay, good. You guys are doing a great job, too, this year, by the way. Okay. 3 out of 3?
There's one.
There's one. You know, I used to be quite the soccer player in my day, you know? You heard of Pele? Eh? You heard of Pele? Eh?
I've heard of Pele.
Heard of Dominic Mobilio? Yeah?
You stopped Dominic, I remember that.
I don't play like any of those guys. Okay. Oh! One more time?
One more time.
One more time? This is like a mercy shot, right? Okay.
There it is.
Well, look, what I did, you see, is I came out. I came back out of it. That's right. Anyway, thanks a lot, and best of luck this year, okay?
No problem.
Now, you've heard of Angels of the Outfield? Angels in the Outfield, the Disney movie?
Yes.
Right? Well, there's a movie now about a fledgling soccer team, also from Walt Disney Pictures, called The Big Green.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Stars Steve Guttenberg.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to take a look at it? Look right there.
Goalie is starting to see things.
I'm not feeling so good about this.
That's a spirit. Chase him down. Their captain wants to quit.
Could we get out of here? This is embarrassing.
And even their newest player
I'm your man.
is shooting blanks. They go for the kill. But playing for the smallest town in the state
They brought a goat.
is about to become
They're nothings from nowhere. We're not the nothings from nowhere. We're the Alma nothings.
the biggest kick of their lives.
What's that? Come on, come on.
Maybe I can get into this. Kick it out.
From the people who brought you Disney's Angels in the Outfield.
Hey, you know, they're getting better.
Comes this year's comedy hit.
Now we got ourselves a real game.
Walt Disney Pictures, The Big Green.
The Big Green, starring Steve Guttenberg and Olivia Diabo from Walt Disney Pictures. If you would like to go to our special presentation with UTV and CKLG, all you have to do is give us a fax at 876-3100, and as always, please include your name and a phone number where you can be reached during the day. We're going to take a quick breather and be back with the AIDS Walk and watch me ride a Harley right into a building. That's coming up when Your Town continues right after this, and it was fun, too.
在女將高當地咩嘅？
cha mẹ我cài computer，一出了毛病。
你檢查過 confidence 登話嘛？
我拍過幾樣電話，也是無效啊。
你知無？我推過 IBM 嘅資料，他們領導電話裡幫你查出唔對，就將毛病處理好啊。
真好啊，打電話對啊。
People in the community are really proud of this new school. The high school is going to be over there. Over there is going to be the new theater, and then right here will be the university. It's a result of government, community, and business working together as partners. Combining high school and university is a great idea. It makes it easier and more accessible for everybody. Right now I'm working, but soon I'll be one of the first people to go to the school. I want to get my education in BC, and if I can get my education in my own hometown, then nothing could be better than that.
A better way to build our schools and communities, part of your provincial government's plan to invest in BC's future.
New Home Update brought to you by Intergulf, the preferred home builder. Deercrest Estates are Westwood Plateau's most prestigious new townhome residences. Built to take advantage of the panoramic views, Deercrest Estates features the best price for a spacious, exquisitely designed townhome of this caliber. Homeowners will enjoy the special golf benefits of the Westwood Residence Club. Come see Deercrest Estates. Head to Coquitlam's Westwood Plateau and watch for the signs. Intergulf, a world-class developer with a tradition of excellence.
Sunday night on UTV.
From one of the most powerful men in Washington.
A legacy of investigative journalism.
So that the world can know.
60 Minutes. Season premieres Sunday at 7 on UTV.
How's that for going out on a limb?
Sunday, strap yourself in for a possible Super Bowl preview. Drew Bledsoe leads the New England Patriots into Candlestick Park to take on the Super Bowl champion San Francisco 49ers. Kickoff goes at 1. The NFL, only on UTV.
Welcome back to Your Town, and we're going to talk about what's become a Vancouver institution every fall. It's the AIDS Walk this year for 95. Tom McCauley from the BC Persons with AIDS Society is with us, who's the beneficiary of it, and Audrey Anthony, who's the walk manager, and you're responsible for coordinating everybody along the route. Now, there's 3 different routes to choose from, right?
That's correct. We have one route, 2.3 kilometers, which goes around Lost Lagoon. The second route follows the beginning route of Lost Lagoon and carries to Lumberman's Arch and back through the park to Sepperley Park. And the third one, of course, is around the seawall, which is a full 10-kilometer route, beginning and ending at Sepperley Park, Second Beach.
How long has this walk been going on now for, Tom?
This is the 9th year. It's the first one in Canada, as a matter of fact.
Right. In a lot of ways, it has grown to be one of the largest of this type of event anywhere in Canada. But on the other hand, you wish you weren't doing this for 9 years in a row, right?
No, it's a sad fact that AIDS does exist, and we have to try to find ways of dealing with it.
Just quickly, give us a sort of capsule version of what your organization does.
Well, we are Persons with AIDS Society, which means we're people living with the virus that are working together and trying to find solutions and work on many different levels for ourselves, which is opposed to somebody doing it for us. And it actually ends up being quite a powerful voice on the Canadian scene and in the local scene in letting people know what the needs are, whether it's care or support, shelter, all kinds of issues like that.
The money that's raised through the walk, does it go to specific programs, or you just, use the money where you need it?
Well, the money we get from community fundraisers such as the walk, all of that goes into direct services for people living with AIDS. The biggest chunk of where the money from the walk goes to is our Complementary Health Fund program, which is a program that our members can access reimbursements for things such as vitamins and alternative therapies that aren't covered by British Columbia Medical Plan. And so that gives a little bit of a break for these people to get something that they wouldn't normally be able to afford.
Some of the entertainment that you have lined up.
We have Molly's Revenge. We have Jim Burns again. We have top-notch entertainment coming out this year to help us out right through the afternoon.
If you want to get more information about not only the walk, maybe, but also the society, how can you go about that?
Well, the society telephone number is 681-2122, and you can get several extensions there to talk to various people at PWA. The walk number
is 878-1295.
So let's hope 95 is good, and let's hope that one day we won't have to do this.
Yes, I'd love to be fired.
Okay. This man is looking to lose a job. Not often people say that, but anyway, thanks and congratulations. And
Thank
we'll
you. Thank you.
Congratulations goes out to all the prize winners at this year's Caribbean Days Festival. And next year, the festival promises to be even bigger, and your town will be there.
Now, this is a way to get into a building, that's for sure. Oh, man. Now, kids, don't try this at home, but we're doing this for a good reason. This is Don, who's the Vice President of Harley-Davidson of Canada, and they've also teamed up to put on a very big fundraiser here for the Neurological Center down here on Kingsway. Now, you all right? Now, how often do you come right into a building, Don?
Not very often, no.
That's right. Let's go upstairs and find out a little bit more about it.
Great.
Okay? Hi, Deb. This is Deb Bennett, by the way. Deb, who was one of the organizers of the event, and he was here at the Neurological Center. And you met Don James, of course, the renegade Vice President of Harley-Davidson of Canada. First of all, tell us a little bit about this event, Don. Now, you told me this goes on in other cities as well, right?
Yes, it does. We do an event similar to this in Montreal, and it's grown to 6,000 people. They've now had to move it into an arena to handle it, yeah. The event is at Richards on Richards. It's called Biker Blues. Biker Blues is a denim line that Harley-Davidson has, and that's where we picked up.
You did, and you know, and again, it's so hard to get the other mask to show you just the bare with the mask on. It's so...
And I look at it, I see the mask as I did talk to it, and yes, it talks to me for months on end. I'm responding to it. Then we decide that this is a dance mask. I think the fact that it's dominant culture is dominant is a problem. Give that mask for life. As well. And yes, I think spirit. It's possible for... The dance mask is a very specific kind of mask. It comes to life when it's dancing.
Thank you.